I think you guys are watching, but let's quickly see. If you guys can see this, just quickly say yes or something in the chat box. But ladies and gentlemen, hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. And when I say that things are ever so interesting, I'm not joking. Man, if you take a look at just how crazy things have performed over the past couple of hours, you'll know why I'm making this live stream right now. It is mostly because the way it's going right now, it seems like an all-time high for Bitcoin is basically here. And I mean, if you take a look, I don't even know exactly what to type in, but if we take a look at Bitcoin market cap, we'll actually notice, let me quickly put it up, that Bitcoin officially already has passed its all-time high. Bitcoin right now as it stands at the number, let's see it here, 322 billion dollars. Well, I guess 1.3 trillion, but you understand the idea. $1.3 billion is the highest point we have ever seen for Bitcoin. And this, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, is pretty massive. Hopefully you guys are already hopping on in. I'm not sure if I can see you guys in the chat. Hopefully I have no music on by accident. Sometimes I turn my sound off. Can happen. Every now and then I do something of the sort. Let me just quickly see if you guys are in the chat. Everybody, if you're in the chat, just say hi real quick and where you're watching from. It's mostly just a measure to see. Oh, yeah, I see everybody coming in now. There we go. Hello, yo. Corey says, let's go. A-Stone says, what up, Dusty? What's up, man? Ben says, on your live. Sneaky says, let's go. Tommy is also here. Pablo is here. Hey, Mr. Pablo. Anthony says, yes, sir. Nico is here. Hey, welcome, my friend. Damn. You guys saying, don't you know, pump it up, man? It's already 12 a.m. We're doing this live stream, middle of the night, but it's okay. It's okay. Kung Fu says, took a minute for the chat to load. Hope all is good outside the pumping market, of course. Yeah, and the pumping rain. Yeah, it's raining a bit over in the sunny Dubai. It happens sometimes. Anyway, so right now, Bitcoin is absolutely ripping. A lot of you guys have not even noticed it, that we just breached the all-time high. Once more, this is the all-time high not in terms of price, but in terms of market cap. And we just surged past it like there was no tomorrow just now, right? The last couple of days here have just been gains after gains after gains. It's literally just mind-boggling how fast things are going. And, you know, that's a funny part about bull markets, right? I mean, a lot of you guys most likely have caught on to 𝗕𝗃 and the way that things are going right now. It's absolutely phenomenal. But I usually say it's a lot more important that your main cryptos are pumping rather than the jokey cryptos. Take a look at this, right? 𝗕𝗃 right now is at double the all-time high that it was at previously. Let me show you better like this. 𝗕𝗃 right now is at, what, 7.5-ish. I know it's not cents. There's like more zeros, but let's just say 7.5 cents, whereas before it was at, you know, let's say 33 or so. So also absolutely massive the way that has performed over a very short amount of time. And I like it, but let me show you. AI coins, they're not going absolutely crazy today, but here's the kicker, right? I've been telling you guys for a long time about AI coins, which ones I'm buying, which ones I'm excited about. Almost every single coin in this list here, I'm pretty bullish on, to be honest with you. Like a lot of them I am. And I'll kind of rephrase what I've said before. Right now, we've got meme coin season, where just memes and everything of this sort are so hot and performing great. While Bitcoin is taking the lead. I'll show you in a second what I mean with that. Meme coins are popping off with just crazy gains across the board. Bonk is up 65%. Shiba Inu is up 54%. Floki's up massively. You can see it, right? You can see the gains. You can all see it. You guys are not crazy. But as we can see from the top cryptos, right now it seems that Bitcoin, for the most part, is taking the charge. You can see some altcoins are pumping ever so slightly, but it's mostly memes that have taken ahead. And coins like Chainlink, Polkadot, Tron here, they're not even up really at all almost. Now, what I believe is, let me quickly find it. Why is this typing not going well? Maybe I'm nervous because of all the crazy gains we are seeing, huh? Maybe it's nerve-wracking actually. I guess it kind of is from a certain perspective, you know? The fact that you're looking at these crazy gains every single day, sometimes it makes you nervous thinking, should I not be doing something else? Anyway, so this is the money flow we often talk about. And meme coins just kind of keep on the side because they're the one that basically start this whole cycle. They're kind of a little sector on their own. So it goes from fiat to Bitcoin to large caps to mid caps to low caps. And right now, we are basically seeing Bitcoin go up a ton, and we're seeing the interest in large caps, mid caps, etc., come for the most part because people are taking profit on their Bitcoin, which is coming very, very soon as we breach the all-time high, as we get closer towards the halving, potentially slightly after the halving, is going to flow hard. Meme coins are aiding to this sector because people are like, well, I just doubled my money on 𝗵𝗵𝗏. Now what else can I buy? And usually that happens at 2 points in the cycle, very much at the start in this Bitcoin phase, which brings interest in, where people start going for Bitcoin, start going for other coins, and start going for large caps. And at the end, where people think, no, this cannot go wrong ever again. I'm just buying every single thing out there to make 1000x on my money. And so beginning and the end, you have meme coins. So meme coins are what starts your altcoin cycle for the most part, and meme coins are basically what ends it. Now, which meme coins? I still believe that every single coin in here can do well over time. And so if you're thinking, oh, I should have bought earlier, blah, blah, I still think, ladies and gentlemen, that this whole gain cycle will continue for further, as Dogecoin is still 75% down from its all-time high. And I stated earlier that I do believe Dogecoin this run will breach an all-time high. And I still stand by that I do believe there's almost no chance that Dogecoin eventually is going to leave all these people at a loss. I can't fathom it. But before I move on, let me just quickly share the stream over on our Twitter. There we go. Let me just quickly share this here, and let me try to share it over on the Telegram. Give me 1 second to try and do so. Oh, wait. Some people are saying Coinbase is down. Guys, can you confirm? Is Coinbase down again? Can any of you guys confirm if Coinbase is indeed down? Doug says prices haven't changed. My friend. Are we watching the same thing, my friend? I'm not sure if we are, but prices have definitely changed. And my portfolio hit another all-time high. I mean, as Bitcoin is going towards $67.5 thousand right now, if you have 0 bits of Bitcoin, the only good explanation I can think of is because you're only into alts. But then the best answer to that is you have to give it a little bit more time. This is for the people that either started earlier or have diversified more properly, because there are some coins like in the meme sector that are doing wild. And I always say it to you, there's only a couple of different sectors you need to really hold. And the ones I usually go for are AI, gaming, real-world assets is something I'm looking into, but I don't really have that many amazing coins. Memes I always have. I told you guys about my biggest one and why I have them. But real-world assets I'm looking into, and BRC/ordinals, that type of stuff. Those, I'd say 3 are the main ones that I think will do well over time. Memes are kind of a whenever it's meme coin season, like right now, memes do really, really well. It's just the way it goes. And the real-world assets, I think over time will do best, perhaps, because guys like BlackRock are so excited about it. But right now, there's no hype for it. I'm not really diving too deep. I just have some coins here and there for the longevity, for the long term, but on the short term, not really too much, not really too crazy on as it stands. Somebody says, nothing changed since the beginning of the stream. Okay, so what? Let's quickly see. Oh, do you guys mean I'm not changing my screen? Is it not working if I do this? Can you guys see the chart? Or I'm not so sure what the guy is talking about then. No, it works. Okay. Not sure. Tranquil says, works on my phone, but the degraded performance notification popped up. Okay. No on Coinbase. Coinbase glitching for me. Okay, Doug. Your thoughts on WorldCoin? I described it before, my friend. I think, honestly, that WorldCoin can do well based on the idea that OpenAI is doing well. But generally speaking, I don't think it's actually a good coin because people get it for free. And there's massive unlock still happening. The emission, basically, the amount of coins they're giving out is so high that it's kind of stupid to buy more, in my opinion. It's not a really smart idea. Again, my honest truth answer. Where were we at just now? Because this is the crypto market cap for Bitcoin. Here we go. Here's the previous one on Big Cat. So this is the chart we put up just, I think, a few days ago. Oh, no, it was actually just yesterday that we talked about this breakout. And look how crazy it's already gone, huh? And that's because sometimes when Bitcoin moves, it just moves so crazy. And that's exactly what we're seeing right here. KitKat says, Dusty, would you consider Q a long-term hold? For sure, my friend. I consider it a long-term hold. I think the average price I bought it at was like 5.6 cents or so. I think it's not doing too well today. It's not too bad, actually. So we're still up roughly 350% or something on that one. Let's quickly see. Certainty Shield had some issues. I don't know what happened to it. When everybody got for free, this is like a free airdrop to all the people who use Jupiter. And it's also just ripping, absolutely taken off, which is really funny. This is like a Solana meme coin that everybody got for free. DJI was one of my bigger buys. I think, I don't know the price anymore. Maybe 6 or 7 cents or so, like parts of a cent. And right now it's at roughly 5 cents. You remember? I think I made a video about it maybe here or so at 6 or 7 cents. So that's also doing really well. Let's see here. Yeah, from our buy-in price, it's also doing really up today. Last couple of days have been kind of weird because I think a lot of people are changing the money into meme coins and they're putting it into Bitcoin perhaps or Ethereum because those are the only two ones that are doing really well for the last couple of days. It's like meme coins. If I just look at the weekly performance, for example, meme coins and Bitcoin are taking king, right? Ethereum, no. BNB, no. Solana, no. XRP, no. Cardano, no. Cardano, actually, yes. But generally speaking, almost nothing is outperforming Bitcoin. And that's a time where you know you're not like in bad coins necessarily. You're just not looking at the exact right time. J Loves T says, so would you put money into SHIB than XRP for more gains this year? Well, I personally have more money in XRP than Shiba Inu. I think Shiba Inu can be a better trade for the short term. I don't consider Shiba Inu to be a better investment. With Shiba Inu, the thing is, you're just basing it on hype alone. And if the hype is ever so slightly gone, it's going to fail so hard. So that's what you kind of got to consider. And I like to buy more fundamental projects, right? There's many of them that I'm really looking into right now for the last couple of weeks. And yeah, a lot of them are AI related. I think most of them are AI related. Another one I talked about recently, this one. You guys know it already? Like I just said, I'm trying to every now and then also buy more real world asset type of coins. And sometimes you just notice a narrative is pretty nice. Here's, for example, AR Trade. I hope that's how you pronounce it. The first NFT marketplace for art real world assets built on Solana, powered by the ATR. And I think a lot of you guys don't understand my vision here. You might say, Dusty, no, go buy only meme coins. And it might work out better. But then if we're looking, a year in the future, for example, maybe meme coins will only be hot for the next month or so and afterwards die out massively. I don't think so. I think many of them will survive throughout the bull run, and it's not a stupid idea. Whereas if you look a little bit on a further horizon, in my perspective, it's also nice to have coins that have more longevity, some things that can hold on for a while. But again, it's just my thoughts. And so I always try to kind of buy little coins in different baskets. It's just one that I have it open in my top list here at the top. So I just quickly showed you one that I personally think can do really well over time. Another, wait, let me see how big it actually is. Beautiful. Okay, it's up ever so slightly. Not too much. Not too much actually at all. But it's actually still pretty low, 2 million. And I wonder how this came across my path. But I have it every now and then that I buy a coin that's so ridiculously low. You guys know about my Nosana buy. Last couple of days has been going down a bit. I think because the volume is actually pretty low significantly. but I still have so much money in Nosana because I think over time they're going to just keep crushing it. It just makes too much sense to me. I think this one will see $2.5 billion worth of market cap still. Again, do not see these videos as financial advice. I'm just telling you what I personally think is going to happen. But I've told you guys when I bought this, right? I bought this before it even listed anywhere. I was looking at it at 1 cent thinking, should I just sell it all, be done with it? I didn't. Then I sold some at 55 cents, sold some at 90. I have many meme coins though that I bought ridiculously cheap as well that I actually sold too early. Sometimes I tell you the story, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it hurts to look at it. But there are so many AI coins I'm looking into that I've done really, really well over just a couple month time span as well that I'm thinking about it now. But that's all in the past. Now I'm focusing on the topics I just told you because we are waiting for the altcoin surge to go. It's raining so ridiculous. Guys. I think it's raining like crazy hard, but I'm not 1,000% sure. And that's crazy because I've been hearing like crazy thunder, but it's Dubai. So I only hear this like once a month perhaps. Anyway, so to get back to the point, now it's like starting to cook up where if meme coins are so interesting, a lot of people are going to start taking profits and diversifying to other things that they can make money on. And one of those things will be massive altcoins. One of those sectors will be AI, for example. I'm ready for it. I'm preparing for it. I think the moment that it starts happening, it's going to be pretty crazy surges across the board. Today is not such a day, though. Today, people are focusing on Bitcoin. And again, as I said before, this cycle might be slightly different in terms of different severities than before, because obviously a lot of money from these ETF inflows is coming in only into Bitcoin and not transferring over into altcoins like in previous runs. Then again, right now, we're going quickly towards the all-time high, faster than in any cycle ever before. And from that perspective, you got to be kind of careful with this run that you don't overcommit before a massive correction happens here in maybe a couple of days, who knows? Perhaps we actually see a triple top at 60, like $9,000-ish as well for Bitcoin. It would also not be the craziest. Or here at 67.5, something like that. We just top it out basically at the similar heights here and then start falling back down for a bit before continuing on towards, further into the halving. So let's say a couple months from now. Again, I am not worried that Bitcoin is not going to go higher because we've just hit a new all-time high on the market cap already. So from my perspective, the fact that it was able to make a new all-time high, it's just where we're here. The question is just when exactly altcoin season and what are you looking into? As I said before, and I'll say it again, AI coins, you know which coins. I've made tens of thousands of videos about it. AI coins, just so bullish, it makes too much sense. Right now, we're actually on the up and up. You see the last hour here? We're starting to pump a little bit. But a lot of these AI coins, I'm crazy bullish on. I will go crazy on them over time as well. In the gaming sector, I think, again, it makes too much sense. For a little bit here, gaming coins have kind of like been mediocre. Beam is actually up a lot over the last hour. That is nice because it was one of my big holdings I want to have a good trade on, which did not go so well over the past couple of hours, but I think over time will do really, really well, which is why I keep it open. One of my friends, I was looking through like wallets of people that I know. He bought a ton of this coin. I have like $1,000 maximum worth of this coin. Maybe not even. So don't consider this advice of sorts, please. Nothing I say is advice, but I'm just saying I saw fun story. I was just looking through a lot of my friends' wallets and I noticed he holds a lot of this. It's kind of funny. I thought maybe I should also buy it. Maybe he knows something that I don't. It's up 4% over the hour. It would be kind of funny if we just see it massively pump here in a little bit. Then I would kind of laugh because that's crazy funny. But in the gaming sector, it just makes too much sense for people to just go ape on it, right? It's games. People know games. People like games. And I'll make a video about some cool stuff tomorrow. Like, Floki, I have some cool stuff to say about that. I'll talk about that tomorrow. But there's another sector, like I just said, the real world assets. I think there's also a sector on CoinMarketCap here. Here we go. So in the real world asset sector, I'm trying to buy more of the undervalued gems because I think once this sector goes, many of the low cap type of projects will still have a crazy go because you can see it's a big sector. I think real world assets, theoretically speaking, should have the majority of the market cap as it makes more sense for things to be tokenized and it to be, a big thing, but it's relatively small. And that's why I'm trying to buy many, many coins. I look into a lot of suggestions, but one of the only ones I'm really bullish on now is ARTrade. So basically art. One I have some of, as you guys might know, is a prop chain. I have as well. I have some Ondo synthetics, but I kind of consider that different. I'm just looking through these big ones. RSR I bought a while back, like a long time ago. Or iChain I have, but okay. So there's some coins I have, but I still kind of need to maybe look further into some of these massive real world asset type of coins instead of only the small ones. You guys have any suggestions for us to look into? Somebody says, here we go. Are we pumping? Is XRP pumping? Is something happening? Hey, by the way, one of you guys was laughing at my thoughts before, talking about how crazy the XP price actually has been going. And you guys said, no, but if you really just take a look at the price, really objectively here, it's very hard to convince me that this isn't crazy exciting, right? I know it's not a massive breakout of sorts just quite yet, but it's been very stable, very consistent growth. And to a certain extent, in the runner-up of an altcoin season, this, in my opinion, is not a really bad sign. This is actually a really bullish sign. That this has been able to consistently gain over time, not have any crazy unsupportive breakouts of sorts. We only saw one, but just consistently keep moving upwards. And I kind of believe that over time, XRP will still be one of my best coins I've ever bought. I just think for the short term, yeah, we could have definitely done better. But I do believe this could still be a massive, massive play. Ethereum right now as it stands is also pumping a lot, but not as much as Bitcoin is. And that keeps telling me altcoins have not gone yet. But the most important part, as I keep telling you guys, the most important part to watch is Dogecoin. The moment that Dogecoin starts going really, really massive, basically Shiba Inu massive, which is doing right now. But Shiba Inu is still down 62% from its all-time high. Dogecoin is still down 76% from its all-time high. The moment these start getting close to all-time high, you know that you got to start, you got to start opening your eyes a little bit more, You just got to start opening your eyes a bit, because then things are in a really strange spot. And by the way, a lot of you guys were asking me how to buy meme coins. I made a video on it today, just so I kind of have it on the channel. So if anybody ever wants to know how do meme coins work, where do you find them, all that stuff, made a video on it. I don't want to talk too much about meme coins on the channel. It's not my favorite thing to do. But tomorrow I have a little update on some meme coins that I think is interesting. And for the most part, I'm just looking into AI. Because I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, believe you don't really need anything else. Okay. Guys, have any questions? Anybody? I'm just seeing a couple in the chat here. What's the most important question to answer? What is like the thing keeping you from making crazy gains? What's going on? Hopefully I can help somebody. Let's see here real quick. Alchemist says Bitcoin all-time high, end of the day. Oh, damn. Let's give it a little sip. End of the day in sight. The reason I wanted to start a live stream is honestly because I'm thinking perhaps it's going to be so that in 40 minutes or some, we just see a massive Bitcoin spike and we just beat the all-time high. It's very possible that we just look at it right now and all of a sudden all-time high is beaten. We all start cheering. We all start going crazy. And we have to celebrate by, I don't know what we're going to do. It's very much plausible. Can you look at Byte? I have some Byte, but I sold the majority of it already. I don't have that much Byte, so no, I'm not going to look at it. What can I show you? Let's see here. Cal says $1.50 would be nice to see XP within this month. If altcoins start running, that's still very low in my opinion. Shiba Inu is going off, my friend. Shiba Inu is going on a freaking... Look at that. It feels like I'm in a zoo looking at some crazy exotic animal or something. Maybe in a safari. Wow, huh? That is massive. It's not as massive as Pepe, I think. I think perhaps Pepe is up double as much in this time span. Yeah, look at that. Look at those gains. Who's shorting this one? Who's willing to risk the house and short this one right here? Joshua says, have you seen AWT, Abyss World? No, I have not. Let me go check it out for you. Omnichain AAA multi-genre dark fantasy gaming universe. Okay. Only 2 of my friends are following it though, but they have a lot of followers. I think a little bit might not be real there, but it doesn't look bad, you know. Doesn't look bad necessarily. I mean, a lot of those games, you don't know if it didn't launch yet. You don't know up front. So it's just a matter of, you want to try it out. Sometimes it can work to the best and you just make crazy gains. Can happen. Can happen. Can happen. Can happen. Let's see here. I also wonder how the institutions are going to see that Bitcoin all-time high from the perspective of how will they be treating it? Will they be treating it by buying crazy amounts more, or will it be more so on the negative side? Okay, if you guys could only pick one thing for me to talk about right now, what would it be? Somebody says top AI coins, can do. Somebody says look at gaming, can do. I know specifically what you're talking about, can do, but I don't want to, but I can. Somebody says, is this coin a good price? I just need everybody to put one question down and then let's see. Then I'll look at all your best, I'll look at the best ones. If more people vote for the same thing. Ed P says, good to see you, Dusty. Good to see you, my friend. Democracy? Wait, what? Okay. Oh, 𝗕𝗓𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗧 says, best new launch is coming up soon. You know, I think I have to sit down for that one. It might be better in a video because I can't remember off the top of my head. And I just look at different coins in a list. Because there's so many lists out there that list a lot of new coins coming up. And you kind of got to do a little aggregation of launch pads as well if you're in the space of buying coins early, which I think is one of the most profitable endeavors out there. You got to have good administration. You can't just on the top of your head think of every coin launching soon. Even I forget. And I know some of them are launching relatively soon, but it's quite difficult. So I can't do that. Somebody says Solana a lot of times. I'm not sure why I keep saying Solana. We're still waiting for Solana. I mean, Solana right now is not going for a massive move. And it's interesting because the Solana meme coins are doing so nicely. Then again, looking at it from a slightly longer perspective, Solana is still mooning. It's still going absolutely nuts. Yearly perspective. Monthly perspective, it's found a little plateau. Perhaps, though, it is actually still possible for Solana to be waiting for another little breakout right here. It could very well be so that Solana is up next for a massive breakout. Because, I mean, if it makes sense, right? For Bitcoin to just keep going so crazy. All altcoins must at some point start picking it back up, you'd think. I mean, yeah, over the last couple of days as well, this has been a slow uptrend for Ethereum Bitcoin. But right now we're at the lows again. I guess let's look at the RSI. Perhaps this could actually be a really interesting trade now that we're looking at it. So every single time, we can quickly take a look. We cannot move it there. Let's quickly see. So this perhaps could actually be a really interesting trade to now sell Bitcoin for Ethereum. From the perspective that every single time it got to this line, but it only happened 3 times, right? It's not that severe. We'd have to kind of back test it a little bit and kind of, I guess, look at a higher time frame to kind of see if this notion works, because it only works on one specific time frame. But the idea is what counts. That's why I'm saying it. The idea here that every single time we get towards this level and also have ourselves a very oversold RSI, it bounces back and has a pretty severe push, right? It happened twice in the near past. Right now, we're getting back towards this oversold level, also with our oversold level in the RSI, and back to the trend line. Could be that we're seeing a nice push from here on the ETH Bitcoin pair. I mean, also from the perspective that Bitcoin has been surging so hard and Ethereum is kind of lackluster, perhaps another surge for Ethereum coming up. Could be interesting, huh? Could be very, very interesting. Would be bullish. Would be nice. Let's see here. What do you think about Script Go? I don't have. Why is XDC lagging? I don't know. I guess because those coins are not really in a hyped up system right now. Like a lot of those financial system type of coins, they're not what gains you the most amount of hype. They're fundamentally quite nice, but hype-wise, not so much. 𝗬𝗎 could 100x, 150x easily, maybe more. 𝗬𝗎 can still do some pretty big numbers. How big is it now? No, it cannot. It cannot do 150x anymore in a short time. So, I mean, it's 1.1 billion, my friend. It's not a small cap no more. This coin is absolutely huge now. It's a behemoth now. 750 mil volume as well. It's not a small coin. I don't think it's going to do 150x. Theoretically speaking, it could do good numbers, but not 150x. In one run, I don't think it's going to happen. Right now, it'd be 1.5 times bigger than Tether at current market cap then. Which, again, this is probably going to be 10 times as big as the bull market progresses, but I still do not believe that 𝗬𝗎 will be big as, you know, basically half of Ethereum or something like that. You know where I'm coming from? I don't think that's very feasible. It doesn't seem likely. It can happen, as I said, but I don't think so. Which altcoin to buy when Bitcoin pumping hard? Well, we could, theoretically speaking, just look at every single type of these ordinal or those type of coins. Like, for example, let's see if inscriptions are popping off. So 𝗬𝗓, it was doing nice earlier today. Sats, these are all the inscriptions on Bitcoin. That's okay. It's not too crazy. So perhaps that theory doesn't hold up. A launchpad is doing okay. Nothing too massive. Might be worth looking into, for example, 𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗡𝗧𝗏 coins here. It's mostly the same, huh? But some of the ones I hold are not even in this. Oh, okay. So no, okay, the theory of buying the 𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗡 coins when Bitcoin is doing well, it ain't working right now just quite yet. Perhaps there's also a slight delay on that though. We've seen it, I believe, previously where coins within the 𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗡 ecosystem did really, really well slightly after Bitcoin was popping off. There's a good chance that something like that's going to happen again. Have you sold your meme coin? When you say that, what do you mean? There's many meme coins that I've bought over time and many that I've sold. So that's really hard to say. Dusty, what do you think that the end of the week will look like? That's also hard to say. The end of the week. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely make a new all-time high right now. I mean, we already made an all-time high just now on the other front, on the market cap front. So it would not be too crazy to make a new all-time high on the price itself as well. Dusty, Linea airdrop, your thoughts. I think Linea is going to be so massive. So I'm already preparing by buying some things on Linea. And the reason I was so excited about Linex, for example, even though it didn't do so well on launch, is because, you know, it's basically setting the standard for Linea. Now, airdrop-wise, I'm not so sure how it's going to look like, but I'm basically preparing already. This is a little insight most people are not looking into, but I'm buying Linea-related cryptos every now and then. But the only one that's really, like, that I get a good connection with is these guys. If you guys have good connections or good suggestions, you can definitely let me know. What do you think the best crypto will be this bull run? My friend, that is also such a difficult question. By the way, if you're watching this right now, make sure you just quickly press that like button. If you're watching this right now, make sure you quickly press that like button. Why not? And I kind of thought perhaps because Bitcoin is going so crazy that we'd see it breach the all-time high just straight then and there. We didn't though. Honestly, a little bit surprised because I've kind of expected it to keep going on a bit of a run. A little bit surprised it calmed down so much. Not going to lie to you. A little bit surprised. But it's picking itself back up, 67.4 thousand. But you never really know, right? The moment it starts going for a surge, you don't know how long a run like of that sort is going to last. It could be that Bitcoin has made a Local high here right now is just going to kind of keep going down for a bit, for a couple hours, and then blast through tonight. It could be that it's going to wait for Asia to wake up fully, which is a couple of hours. It could be that once Asia wakes up, they're going to take profit like this massively and just dump us into the oblivion again. It could also be that this is the night where we breach all-time high, and this is where we go to like 75,000 in like a few minutes. Any info on VeChain and 𝗓𝗓? Yeah, so some of my friends are so excited about 𝗓𝗓 or VeChain still. But the thing is, those coins are in my old basket. I've not bought more VeChain or 𝗓𝗓 in a long time. I'm still holding them though because I do believe they'll do well to run. And I can't stand seeing them pump while not having any. But I would not tell somebody, hey, you know, my favorite coin is VeChain, my favorite coin is 𝗓𝗓. They're older coins. I like to go where the hype is, and those don't have the hype right now. You might say, Dusty, but you got to be there before the hype. It's not my style. I like to be there when things really, really go wild and ride that wave, basically. Nibiru chain could do a dimension. Yeah, I'm very, very bullish on Nibiru. There's a couple negative sides to it, which I don't want to discuss. There's a couple really stupid things those guys have done, but I believe still they will do well. That's the point here as well. If you're able to get yourself free airdrops, it's always worth it. Paul says, Dusty Rocks, where's my plane ticket? Man, we got to do that at some point in the near future. I have been telling you guys for a while, I want to set some cool things up here to meet a lot of you guys, but I've been thinking about what the best way would be. So I just know there's so many cool things coming up for our community. I'm just preparing, thinking of what is wisdom. Should we do it in Dubai? Should we do it somewhere else? Is America better? Because a lot of you guys are from there. When I do a poll like this, Netherlands, a lot of you guys are from there, and of course, can get things done there. I love Netherlands. Thailand is nicer in terms of the vacation vibes, whereas Dubai is more business-wise. But I'm thinking a lot of you guys deserve some sort of, like, not necessarily party, but I don't know how to explain it best. And I think perhaps the best way to go is Dubai, because then we can arrange something bigger as well for a lot of different crypto people to hop over and say hi. Could be nice. Still bullish on 𝗘𝗀. I think this month is going to be a little bit shaky for 𝗘𝗀, but I think 𝗘𝗀 can do massive numbers over a little bit of time. You got to remember, guys, I've been buying that. I've been telling you guys buying that at like 5 point something cents. So for me, I'm still very, very happy the way we are right now. And I think 𝗘𝗀, if we take a couple months span here, has some massive potential. I saw Altcoin Daily talk about it in their video, and I was thinking, yeah, you see, this is confirmation that I needed. All caps posts should always be ignored. Actually, you're kind of right. Alchemist. Phuket, let's go. Are you in Phuket, my friend? Perhaps sooner than you expect. I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about that very soon. We'll talk about that specifically very, very soon. You'll see. You'll see. Don't worry. You ever play with Cardano? That's a weird thing to ask. Hey, what do you mean when you say that, my friend? I have Cardano, yes. And I think it's doing pretty well right now. RMB says, I'm surprised by the Terra Luna every time I look at it. Yeah, it's really stupid. Milady's market cap is only 100 mil. All right. Just wanted to show some love from Virginia. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you for showing the love. Come to Norway. I was in Norway like a year ago, maybe 9 months ago, something like that. I like Norway. It was an interesting, country. It's beautiful though, like nice mountains and everything. Do you think Bitcoin Cash is going up with the Bitcoin pump? Yes, I think so. It doesn't make sense because it keeps going up. But I think Bitcoin Cash, in my opinion, is more of a meme coin because I think it's so stupid. But some people are more bullish on Bitcoin Cash than real Bitcoin. Don't know why, but I kind of understand why, but not my vision. From that perspective, Satoshi Vision, same story. Do you know that everybody got Bitcoin Cash for free? Do you guys know that? I still have some Bitcoin Cash that has just been there since the start in 2017 somewhere, I think. Have you been to Finland? Wouldn't you like to know? Chase says, hey, Dusty, it's a good time to buy AI alts. Is it a good time? I think if Bitcoin continues this pace, then perhaps it's, okay, let me rephrase it. If Bitcoin goes sideways, yes, you're having an amazing time to buy right now. If Bitcoin goes up hard, then you're like, you could have probably better bought Bitcoin or some meme coin. but it's okay. It's not going to go down. If Bitcoin goes down hard, it was not too amazing of a time. And so that's why I always say you just keep it up. If you buy once, you're lucky or unlucky. Unlucky or lucky. If you keep buying, usually you make great success. That's my vision on the matter. Oh, press something. Dusty, I've been watching you or with you way before you show your face. Don't forget my invite to Dubai. This is the funny thing. In theory, I think everybody's going to be invited if I do an event of sorts. However, I will not get everybody over here on my own. Obviously, there's too many people to do that. But I will not forget to invite, a lot of you guys. And I always appreciate you guys stopping by every single time. I really hope that every single one of you is doing well with your portfolios right now. And that's why sometimes they get kind of weird. Are you still holding Ponky? Whoa, my friend, that's a good question. Let me see. How's that one been doing? Oh, I hope it's up. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's pumping. It's been pumping. Let's see. Oh, that would be nice if I'm still holding that. Give me a sec. Give me a second. I don't know which wallet it will be in. Whoa, wait a minute. My Myro is also going up like crazy. No way. Damn. Got to talk about my meme coins more, man. Wow. One of my meme coins is down a lot today. Ooh, that's not good. Some meme coins I bought, they're also non-existent anymore. I just get rug pulled every here and there. One meme coin I thought I still held. I didn't hold anymore. I sold it all. And it's up now, I think like 8,000% or something. Would have been really nice to still have. One of my friends suggested me a meme coin to buy. I didn't, and I would have been able to cash out at least. I don't want to say. Good numbers today. So that also kind of sucked. But I guess c'est la vie, huh? Such is life. Any news on Space Catch? What is Space Catch again? Am I also holding that, or was it a new launch? I don't even remember. Let's see. Huh. You see, guys, this is the problem of a bull market, huh? I have so many coins. I think Space Catch is the game, right? Wait. Here we go. All right. I've not looked at Game Catch in a while. Did the coin launch? Was it launched before? After raising 3.37 million pre-sale, Space Catch is gearing up for an epic launch. Oh, it hasn't actually launched yet. Okay. On a couple of major centralized exchanges. Okay. Let's see soon, I guess. So no updates. You can just see the normal updates. Man, I have so many coins I'm still waiting for. Damn. This is actually nice, though. This is an area where I invested so much money over the last couple of weeks, and that's, I guess, our luck. We can now wait for things to just launch and go wild. Pop, 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 pop. The BI says, I just need an invite. All right, that I will not forget, my friend. Dorian says, I bought $50 worth of SHIB in December, sell now at 150. Not life changing, but it's 200% profit, and I don't want to be left holding the bag. Again, $100 into XRP and 50 into USDC for the interest. Yeah, you see, that's not my type of vibe. I would never put it into just one coin like an XRP. I'd kind of spread it around a little bit. And even one of my friends asked me for a suggestion a few days ago. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, right? But I said, buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, like now. And change it over later. Well, wait a minute. We're pumping again, guys. It's very slight, but we are on the up and up. Okay, let's do a little prediction. Do you guys think we will or will not beat an all-time high tonight? Yes or no? Just type yes or no in the chat box. Which one of you thinks Bitcoin will beat their all-time high, its all-time high, within a few hours? Yes or no? I'm looking at the results here. Okay, the majority, wait, so the majority, because I kind of don't know, man. I don't, we already beat it on the market cap. Then again, the fact that it's still continuing on means we're kind of like waiting for Asia to wake up, right? And usually Asia just sends it like crazy. But then again, it's not too weird if this is the quote unquote end for now. Damn, though, you guys are bullish. Look at that. Everybody here is crazy bullish right now. Holy smokes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm going to see it, though, because right now we're getting close to 1 a.m. My sleep schedule is messed up. Last night was already a wicked night. I'm not sure if you guys caught my tweets at, what, 5 or something? 5:30? We're only like 1% or so away from all-time high, though. I mean, take a look at it. Oh, yeah, we're pumping again a little bit. Ooh, I'm getting kind of like... I'm getting a little bit nervous now. Maybe I shouldn't be watching it because we're 67.6, 67.62. Maybe this is not good for the heart, man. Ooh. What was the all-time high? Depends on which exchange. But it's not gonna be pennies on the dollar. If Bitcoin beats it by getting close within like a $300 margin, people will say it touched all-time high because on some exchange out of all of them, it will hit it. So let's just say between 68.8 and 69.9, 70,000, somewhere in there. People will get excited as well. So let's just say $1,500 off or so. Cal's is, for example, 68,850, but it depends on the exchange. On some exchanges, it was about 69,600. It depends. Look at that, 67.7 almost. I don't know if I can handle this pressure, my friends. I'm getting so freaking nervous watching this. So this is what's happening right now. Well, my friend, we are seeing history being made as Bitcoin went for a historically massive pump, and we're getting closer to the all-time high that we've been in so many years. It's really any day now, huh? Or if we come back down now, I guess we can just call this a triple top at the like 65 plus K region. Lazor says in 10 minutes, Bitcoin will hit a new all-time high. What do you guys predict? How long will it take? Will it happen tonight? Will it be when Asia wakes up? 20 more minutes of ETF trading. A lot of you guys are saying tonight. We'll keep blasting. 67.7. We're $6 shy, but we've hit it here on KuCoin. We're $1 shy on BitGet. On Coinbase, we've passed it. We're pumping. 67.8 almost. I'm also a little bit at a loss for words, guys. You might be thinking, Dusty, what's wrong with you? Why are you not talking? My friend, I'm like very nervous actually, because if this happens, it's things are going to get so crazy from here. Dusty, what number are you looking at so we can celebrate at the same time? I'm going to say 68. I'm going to say 69,000. But let's see what the all-time high was on Coinbase, actually. That might make things a little bit easier. The all-time high on Coinbase was 69,023. So that's kind of interesting that I had that dot exactly at that level. Let's go for a 1 hour chart, 4 hour. Here we go. We have about 1.7% more to go. Isn't that crazy that we're 1% away? I'm so nervous. Somebody says 1% is still a couple billion in market cap. Is that a lot though? Are we saying that's a lot of money? Are we already there? No, still 1% to go and a bit. Let's see some predictions in the chat. When will it happen? 18 minutes? 1 hour? 2 hours? 10 hours? 24 hours? Brendan says, hi, I'm from Ireland, dude. All-time high soon. Yes, yes. And once more, guys, once Bitcoin hits its all-time high, I don't think it's going to be too long before altcoins fly and go crazy. Cal says 30 minutes. Minu says 4.5 hours. Why am I nervous? Because the moment that happens, I will not be able to sit still anymore. You guys understand? Okay. Some of you guys, I think, don't understand how extremely busy an altcoin season is. I've now witnessed 3, I'd say, full-fledged seasons where every single time it's just stress every day. Because let's just say it like this. One of my friends, right? You guys might know him. He opened a 𝗕𝗘𝗪 trade, let's say 2 months ago, for what? $1 or $3 million? I don't remember. If I just think about that now, if he had held that trade open for just 1 more month, that 3 million or 1 million, doesn't matter, would have turned times 8, depending on obviously whether or not he was using leverage. But I think the 1 or 3 million was after leverage. So can you understand that just from that one trade, he could have just made, in theory, 24 million, for example? Can you understand how severe that is? Obviously, it's harder to cash out 24 million in a little bit of time, but the idea is what really bothers me. That you just need to make one right call and have an additional 50, 20, 30 mil. Obviously, you need to start with $1 million then, so it's a little bit out of reach for a lot of people, but the idea counts. And if this were to happen today, if we do not see another crash, how high will it go? Because we have never hit it before the halving. We have never hit it this much before the halving. So what I would hope for, and this is very biased, is just sideways trading for another few weeks until the halving passes next month and then start skyrocketing. So we're not out of the ordinary too much. Because right now it makes things even more unpredictable. And if it were to happen in a few weeks, it's just all a little bit more logical, in my opinion. XRP to Arkansas says, some of y'all are new. This is super early and pretty nuts. I am on pins and needles waiting to see if I can retire in the new couple of months with this altcoin season. That's another thing a lot of people don't get. Why does somebody say 4 minutes? What's up with that? that retirement can also come really quickly. I think a lot of you guys don't understand how fast things can go. And I always mention it, right? But $1,000, only 1,000, that's very little money, into something like Nosana would have right now been, $500,000. It's to name an example. And as I said, I was thinking about selling it at 1 cent. I think a lot of you guys were, and I didn't. Look at where we are now, which was a pretty good trade on my end, for example. But I've had it multiple times. With 𝗕𝗘𝗪, for example, this is one of my biggest trades in size that I've ever taken. And it went from wherever I bought at. I think my average price is 5 or something cents, but most of my buys were cheaper than that over time, because it's been a long time cooking up for 𝗕𝗘𝗪, right? We're not close to all-time highs, which is why I keep saying I think 𝗕𝗘𝗪 will keep breaking it, but we just got a really, really lucky buy here not too long ago. But that was one of my biggest trades I've ever made. Yeah, it's crazy amounts of money you can make on that. 𝗕𝗚𝗪, as you guys know from the previous season, did really, really well. But honestly, the majority of my money from meme coins, I think Shiba Inu might have made. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I think Shiba Inu was way better of a trade for me. But still thinking, 𝗕𝗚𝗪 just doubled its all-time high. Shiba Inu is not even close to half its all-time high. Oh, it's getting close there, but it's not even there towards half its all-time high. Could still be a play, just if you're in full meme coin territory. Then again, there's a good chance that 𝗕𝗚𝗪 is going to be the next big thing, right? To overtake perhaps Shiba Inu or something like that, or perhaps it's Bank on the Solana ecosystem. But it's not like I'm buying these coins like Shiba Inu or 𝗕𝗚𝗪 right now. It's too risky. Then again, everything's risky, huh? Bitcoin on the CME just hit 68.5. At what time does this stop, actually? Oh, 11 already, huh? So it was actually a while back. Oh, no, it's the 4-hour candles. The CME, let's see here. Okay. So between 2 and 3. Or 1 and 3. How high can rune go? Depends on which rune you're talking about. Somebody says all-time high in 1 minute. That will be a crazy rush, huh? But matter of fact, prices have gone down, my friend. So you were not that correct. You're on. No, we're coming down a bit. We're coming down a bit. Let me type in. Let me go see this. Let's see how liquidations have been looking, actually. So a lot of interest over on the downside, obviously. Look at the amount of money that's riding on the sidelines here. Nearly $3 billion if Bitcoin goes back to 50,000. Obviously, that's a big drop now, right? As we're getting towards these all-time high. Somebody says, can you draw a line on the chart? Man, there's a line, no? Can you guys not see this little thing? This is all we need. And there's the line. No worries, Wilson. All good. I just sometimes move away to quickly show some other things. Like, for example, here, just showing the amount, or I guess little amount of money that's riding on the top, and the majority of the money riding on 50K. And even more, yeah, obviously, if we were to go to 34,000, everybody would get wrecked in the crypto space. $40 billion. But yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen anymore. I don't think Bitcoin's ever going to 40,000 anymore. However, let's quickly take a look at the liquidations recently. It's been severe, but it's not actually been that crazy, because I guess it's just been all around crazy for so long. There's not that massive of a spike that nobody anticipated. It's pretty wild. And it's interesting that so many longs and shorts are getting wrecked because it's so volatile every day. It's like not only up or not only down, it's up and down throughout these days here recently. Here, not so much. I mean, the fourth, let's see here. We've gone from 62 and a bit to 64 and a bit, down to 62 and a bit, up to 65.5, down to 64.5. So it's not that much, but still a lot of money keeps getting wrecked here. Dusty, why Bitcoin is pumping and altcoins aren't following it? Two reasons. One, ETFs that are specifically buying Bitcoin, nothing else. So it makes sense. And second of all, altcoins follow Bitcoin. It's not direct because people take their Bitcoin profits and move it to altcoins. Capo's on holiday. I don't think he's doing too well. Where's Solana going soon? Well, in my opinion, Solana has so much upside. I think, I don't think buying Solana is a bad idea. I don't think having a Solana 2x or 3x, whatever, long open is also a bad idea. Your con says, hey, how can I deal with making insane crypto gains? I can't sleep lately. Been waking up at 4 a.m. and following up with my portfolio, but the gains are from CWIF over the past week. The best thing to do is take profits. And, okay, so my thoughts, right? I've been here for a long time. On the one hand, I have the same. And regardless of how much money you've got, you'll stay this way. I've said it before. Even if you've got everything your heart has ever dreamed of, you've got all the money in the world, to a certain extent, there's always still a pleasure in knowing you were in the right trade. So even if you're not doing it purely for the gains, I've said this to you guys before, right? But if I make money or something, it doesn't affect me in any way anymore. It's not like I get really happy or really, it's just, I guess, the dopamine rush of being right. However, losing money kind of still sucks. So from that perspective, what I like to prioritize is making sure I never just feel really, really bad. And a simple way to do that is by cashing out at all these different points you feel comfortable at. So whenever you're making, booking good profits. And most importantly, don't regret selling to take profit. I sold a meme coin, as I said, and it would have been so many tens of thousands of dollars now, and I sold it for like $500 or something. I think it would have been maybe even more than 100 grand right now. I don't regret that because at the time it looked like a bad coin, bad proposition. It's against my principles though. Usually if it's less than $1,000, less than $2,000, I always keep it because it's not worth selling. It's like, if it goes 10x, I'll be happy. But if it's so little, I will not touch it. But sometimes I kind of do it if it's like really, really garbage or a really stupid meme coin, for example, because many of them go to zero. And I didn't expect this meme coin season to be so hard hitting. I mean, the numbers are wild that we're seeing right now. But I don't regret that because it's the best choice you could have made at the time. You analyze it, you're like, should I be greedy and wait? But most of the time it goes to zero. So probability-wise, you can gamble, basically, put money or keep it in and see what happens. But it's like, flipping a freaking coin. It will probably go wrong, but you might win. It's actually worse than flipping a coin because you have an 80% of it not doing the way you expect, 20% chance of being right. But I prefer to just be always kind of satisfied instead of having that extreme rush of doing something too ridiculously risky. Now, for example, I could go to Pepe, put up a crazy Pepe long and hope that this altcoin season lasts longer. But that's degenerate. But it could, because if you win, it's going to be nice. But if you lose, you hate yourself. Another way, if you really are stressing out a lot, is to buy coins that you're already really quite sure will do well over time, so you don't have to keep looking at it. But again, I'm a hypocrite because some of my portfolios, if it's a Bitcoin ETH portfolio, because I have different things that I look at. A Bitcoin ETH portfolio I look at it very often because it's just been rushing so hard. It's been hitting all-time highs time after time after time after time. And I'm a hypocrite because I sometimes look. And I told you guys before, I think a year ago or so, I told you the worst thing to ever do in a bull market is look at your portfolio, unless you're thinking about selling. Otherwise, you're going to keep thinking, you see, it hit a new all-time high again now. Is that you start getting attached to the gains you've made and then the losses hurt. And if you don't know the wins you're making, the losses don't hurt as much. Let's say you start with $1,000. It goes up to $1,400 and then to $1,100. If you were looking every day, you now lost $300. If you didn't look at all, you now made $100. You understand where I'm coming from? Mike says, never put your life saving into memes. Will you be liquidity for another man? Anything you buy, you're liquidity for another man. So that's not necessarily something I feel too much. York says, I already pulled out 10 times my initial, by the way. Yeah, then just do whatever feels comfortable. If you like to ride it, who gives a shit at that point if you've already 10x'd it? So are you buying now? No, I'm not buying shit today, I think. Right now, we're just waiting for a decision to be made. If you're buying something, I personally have bought a lot of altcoins recently, but for the most part, I don't think I bought, maybe I bought one or so today, but for the most part, I'm not really buying too much today. Yesterday, I bought a couple, and today I'm just waiting a little bit. Alex says he bought Doge yesterday. That's good for you, huh? Polkadot. I have a good Polkadot. I have a good chunk. Favorite sectors? My friend, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know my favorite sectors. I've talked about it at least 1,000 times. Dusty, lift the prices up with the pump it up music. Come on. I'm too tired. Soon, if Bitcoin hits an all-time high, tomorrow I'll go start screaming in the freaking microphone. But I'm so, maybe it's really altcoin season getting to you that I'm getting so sleepy now. Because usually I'd be able to sit here till 5 a.m., no worries. But today I feel very tired. Minu says nearly 80% up in February to March. That is amazing, my friend. I'm very glad that people have these good success stories. But I'll tell you right now, man, if you've been struggling to sleep, it will only get worse from here. I'm telling you that much. Especially if we hit an all-time high, it's going to be such stress. Because then you're wondering, was this it? Is this the all-time high? Is this now where we come down for a bit? Or is this now where things start to blast off? And you start feeling the FOMO on the opposite side, thinking maybe I should have actually bought more. Did I buy enough? Like now, for example, right? You could have bought now. And if we blast through all-time high and go to 75,000 an hour, you're like, oh, I should have just opened a long position at 67.6. You have to set a 69,000 alarm. No, I don't set alarms though. And the reason I don't do that is because I don't have anything crazy riding on that specific level. And I don't want to mess up the sleep to look at the price go crazy and then not be able to sleep anymore. What am I going to do on 69? Celebrate? Why not just wait till the next day? Fido friend. No, that's the coin I sold the crap out of. I think actually it's not a bad meme, but I sold every single dollar I had. It would have been worth a ton more now. But I'm going to ban him from the chat if he keeps speaking. Just put 100 euros, 50x trade. Let's see what the crypto gods will bring, my friend. I mean, if you did it just now, you would already be up a ton right now because we're moving up. Oh, that's risky, my friend. I like it though. That's nice. Look at that. We're pumping. Maybe that guy in the chat is going to have the best trade of our lifetimes. I'm going to quickly pee. Hey, where you guys are watching from in the chat? Let me know real quick. Give me like a minute. Pow, pow. I also bought sweets. I don't eat sweets, but you know, I was like, today, let's celebrate. I don't have any cake. I didn't even know they sold this in Dubai, actually, but hey. What is inside? Can any of you guys read Arabic? Never mind. I don't even know what that text is supposed to say. Ingredients are below. Oh, maybe that's the English version. What garbage is this, huh? Why am I eating this? This is so dog garbage. Anyway, I'm pretty hungry. Put 300 into Shiba Inu. This is the stuff I like in the comment section. Somebody says, put 300 into Shiba Inu before bed. Just got up $400. Nice, lol. If you want a bad night rest, why would you do that? Oh, by the way, we just closed out, right? ETFs, I think, just stopped this minute. No? Man, this time conversion always necks me. I think it's down now, or 1 hour ago, but I think now, no? Let's see. I don't even know how to go back on TradingView. Never mind. I think we should be good now. Right? I think it ends now. A minute ago, basically. Can anybody confirm? I'm 90% sure. KitKat says market close. Yeah, okay. Oh, Alchemist says New York Stock Exchange just closed. Somebody says Trump coin. Man, some coins that have such stupid names are also going so wild. But that's the meme season, you know? That's the spirit of it. By the way, somebody's wondering about Chinese markets. I'd say you kind of have to I think about it from the perspective of Korea, actually. I think Korea is way more relevant than China. Harbinger says half the ingredients put in our food are banned elsewhere. Not sure why you're saying that now, but York says, sorry, this is the first time in watching you. Anyone know his favorite sectors? So generally speaking, AI, gaming, for any time. Meme coins in the time we're in right now, beginning of the season, end of the season. Right now it's the beginning of the season. So meme coins and BRC coins. There we go. And then one I'm looking into is RWA, real world assets. One of the ones, as I said just now, I don't know why I keep bringing this up. It's just because I'm like excited about it, I guess. One that I found out recently, AR Trade. Is this going to be your next 100x? My friend, I do not know, but I bought it. And I hope that some of these coins that I've been slowly buying that nobody has on their radar yet, because look at this, 5 or 6 people following it, are going to really be those 100x opportunities. And I think real world assets is so small still, relatively, that there's massive potential for it. My thoughts. Mute your mic while mute your mic while chewing. I didn't even know you could hear that. My mic is that good, huh? Damn. It's past 4 p.m. here on the East Coast. We're pumping again, guys. Ever so slightly, but we're up. 67.65. Ooh. My foot is going like this. You know, my leg is trembling. I'll mute for you, my friend, out of respect. Because you asked mediocrely nice, but it's okay. Only problem being, if I keep this chart open, it's a little bit like annoying to see what the price is at, and we just fell back down. Man, this could actually take all night. Right now it's 6 a.m. in Korea. So theoretically speaking, we still have like, what, 3.5 hours to go? 3.5 hours, if you want to wait for Korea. So if your question was, what's the highest Bitcoin has gone in one day? Well, I'm not sure what the biggest gain would be. Perhaps it's been this week. It's plausible. Also depends on, do you mean percentage-wise? Do you mean actual money-wise? But the biggest candle, it could be that it was actually basically like this week, last week. Could also be this one here, March of last year. I guess March is always good, huh? Look at here. March in 2022, up and up and up. March in 2023, up and up and up. March in 2024, up and up and up. Bitcoin has no history on Coinbase. Before that, let's see March. Well, maybe that story doesn't fully hold up. March 2020 was awful. March 2021 was also amazing again. So it's actually every March from 2021 forward has been amazing. March 2020 was a little outlier, but I guess that's because of the whole CV, right? Whole corona. The YouTube video, a cop is feet pumping a cart. Hey, wait. Why am I the cop? Is feet pumping a tire or regular guys playing the Pump It Up song? Oh man, if YouTube, the reason I have like a little trauma with the Pump It Up thing is because the last time I had it on, like fully on, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure if they just claimed the video, which is not bad because they claim the revenue, but what, it makes $20 or something, or if they took it down. I can't remember what happened, or if they mute the sound. Then it's like I remember I was like, I shouldn't play this song anymore. Hardbringer says, I think we're due for a correction. My friend, you are very right on the money. It's been too long without a correction. It's getting scary, but that's because it just keeps pumping so freaking hard. And at some point, you're going to get those FOMO waves. And that's kind of what we're seeing here, where it's such FOMO stacked on top of FOMO stacked on top of FOMO that sometimes you don't correct for a while because people are just that euphoric. Sing it yourself. Tomorrow we'll sing it. If Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, we can go sing. I think then we have a good reason to do so. Because at the end of the day, I don't really care that. I mean, I have a good amount of Bitcoin, but I definitely care more about altcoins, to be honest with you. Hey, by the way, if you guys are not in the Telegram yet, you might want to join that. There's a link down below. I think this is going to be a nice place where a lot of people can just chill and chat. Because you got to understand, right now we're still at the beginning of this whole bull season stuff. We're like at the start of it all. And many people think, oh, it's only going to last like a little bit. No, it's going to last a long time. We're at the start. We're not at the end. These things don't just come around for like a week or two. So it's nicer to just set yourself up right now and be really, really early. But even if you're not like fully diving in or whatever, you still have time. altcoin season is not even hit yet. I mean, a slight meme season, but it's like very mediocre to where I think things are headed over a short amount of time. My thoughts, huh? Again, can be wrong, but I don't think so. All these different BRs. Oh, am I still muted? No, I'm not. Lane says night, folk. Man, I think as well that we're going to give it a few minutes, but I don't think we're going to hit the all-time high anytime soon, huh? And when I say anytime soon, I mean it could take a few hours. But it's 1 a.m. something. I think we can definitely give it a rest. What would the most important video be that I can make for you guys right now? Because I've done a lot of these top coin videos, but the hard part is naming a small list. Like whenever you do a list, it's very, very time sensitive. Meaning if I'm saying, hey, these and that coin, it's kind of annoying because I have bought those coins before and I'm still extremely excited about them. But it doesn't mean it would be the best idea to buy them right now for the next couple of days. It would just mean these guys have done something so right that it's worth holding on to, or if it catches a big dip, it's not a bad idea, in my opinion, to accumulate more. But many people, when they watch a video like that, they think, Dusty, I should put my house on that and tomorrow I'll be rich. But it's just not how it works. I mean, right now, if you bought 𝗵𝗵𝗃 yesterday, who could have known that, right? That today will be up another massive percent. Massively. It's just, man. It's very hard to predict the next day. But over time, it's not that difficult. And especially in a bull market like this, if you just keep buying your way down, you'll be golden. And so all I say is just subscribe to the channel, just stick around, and most things will become quite clear the way we're doing it. Because I said before, if we don't 10x our portfolio over the next couple of months, it's going to happen. So I don't even have to give a then, because it's going to happen. Let's quickly see. Very cool vibes. Put an exit strategy video for a variety of coins, including XRP. But it's, again, an exit strategy. I've done a video on that. I think last week I did an exit strategy video, actually. So you can look back on that one. It's even exiting, my friends. It is so simple. Whenever you feel like it, sell 1 or sell 2%. If that's too little for you, you have to go higher. When? Well, every single time you feel like it. And that just means to me, either every single day, because it's not bad to just cash out every now and then. Every single day can do. If you do 1%, whatever, if it's a big bag, it's not bad, because it'll take you an infinite amount of days to cash out everything. And if things are going up, you won't even notice 1% is gone every single day if things are going up hard. So that's a strategy. Another one is cash out on tops. If you feel like you went from 1,000 to 10,000, hey, you cash out 1,000 now because you feel comfortable at this price range. You feel comfortable making sure you've got some profit. Price comes back down, price goes up again. Hey, you feel comfortable again, takes profit. You do. There's no set strategy. There's 1,001 different ones that could feel comfortable to you. But again, if you're wondering what am I looking for, right now we're waiting for Bitcoin to break, go crazy. Hopefully it'll transfer into altcoins. I believe a correction should be due because it's not breaking quick enough, and I expect things might actually fall for ever so slightly. Especially because it's strange if Bitcoin hit an all-time high before the halving, but it can. I can definitely wake up tomorrow at 69 point something thousand, or maybe even 75. Nothing surprises me anymore. Oh, damn. Alex says it only takes 32 days to average, to double after all-time high breaks. But then again, it usually never happens before the halving either. So a lot of things are different this time. But ladies and gentlemen, that was it for my little live stream here. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you stick around for tomorrow, the day after, whatever, because we're going to be here for a long time and a good time. And that's about it. Thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate it, just so you know.